So in the next 17 minutes then, I'm going to show you how at AI Wealth Partners, we use AI to identify 20 high net worth UK entrepreneurs with 1 mil plus in investable assets, live and unscripted, using the same LinkedIn outreach strategy that's helped my client Amanda to generate 7 mil of open inquiries just last month, serving London's investment banking niche. So I'm Dan Reddish, I'm co-founder at AI Wealth Partners, and we scale wealth management and financial planning advisors by helping them fill the calendars with consistent high net worth prospects using AI and automation. So what you're about to see then is the same research methodology I use with my private wealth managers and financial planners to systematically identify entrepreneurs who have liquidity events and need sophisticated wealth planning. So I've been working with financial service professionals for over 5 years now, and I keep seeing these same problems over and over. Talented advisors with expertise to handle 50 million plus portfolios are kind of stuck in that referral dependency trap, is what I call it. So I've been working with the advisor that I mentioned, Amanda, for a while now. Like I said, she serves London's investment banking niche. And despite her expertise in handling complex financial situations for city professionals, she was spending a lot of time on social media, bit here, bit there, bit on Instagram, bit on LinkedIn. She was doing a bit of referral work from professional partners, referral partners, and just kind of word of mouth. The problem that I think is prevalent across financial services in terms of lead generation is these kind of methods. They worked really well 10 years ago, and nowadays there's a new way of doing things. And with the advent of AI, it just makes things so much more efficient and so much quicker to get where you need to be. The problem with referrals, referrers, all the main old school way of doing things that has worked well in the past. And the main problem I see is the lack of control over the customer types and the customer values that those methods bring in terms of the leads and the appointments that they generate. So the breakthrough for Amanda came when we applied the AI-powered targeting system I'm about to show you. So instead of hoping to meet the right prospect at random events, we systematically identified investment bankers who would recently add bonus payments, promotions, and life changes that triggered financial services needs. So results-wise then, in just 1 month using this system and using the LinkedIn outreach strategy, Amanda generated 7 mil of open inquiries from qualified prospects in a target market. So she went from chasing leads to having a pipeline full of city professionals who actually needed a specialised services. So the same principle applies for wealth managers targeting entrepreneurs and high net worth. The first thing that we work with firms and advisors is identifying a high net worth market, and it's going really specific into a specific customer profile. We call it an ICP in marketing. It's an ideal customer profile. And yeah, we obviously high net worth. So I think that's a problem that a lot of wealth managers are under the idea that is a niche high net worth. It is a niche, don't get me wrong, but there's multiple different customer profiles within that niche, and they've all got different psychologies. Marketing is all psychological. It's all about digging into what's going on in the head of your prospects on your market. And you can only really do that when you are really specific and you've really kind of nailed that down and gone mega deep into who that is. And in terms of the entrepreneurs, there's hundreds of UK entrepreneurs that are having liquidity events every month, exits, funding rounds, dividend distributions, and they need sophisticated wealth planning straight away. They're in the market right now. So the problem isn't lack of people out there. The problem is finding these people and putting yourself in front of them. So instead of what most wealth managers are doing, which is kind of randomly hunting, this is systematically identifying entrepreneurs who've recently created wealth and need professional management like right now. So today I'm going to show you the exact AI research process that kind of makes this possible. It's pretty mind-blowing, to be fair. So I'm going to do it completely live and unscripted. I'm going to take you through step by step how it's actually done. And this is sort of using a similar methodology to how Amanda generated her results, but this is going to be adapted to the entrepreneur wealth management market. So before I demonstrate the system, let me just explain why traditional prospecting fails for wealth managers and why an AI approach works. So the problem is what I call the entrepreneurial invisibility syndrome. So the highest value prospects, entrepreneurs, for example, going back to Amanda's case in terms of investment bankers, these people have £1 million plus in liquid assets that need wealth management. They don't advertise the financial situation. So they're not posting, just sold my company, need a wealth manager on LinkedIn. They're busy building their next venture or enjoying their success privately. So these entrepreneurial prospects, they've got 4 key characteristics that make them really valuable but challenging to identify. So first, they've got complex financial situations from multiple income streams, equity positions, tax implications that require sophisticated planning. So second, they make decisions quickly, but only work with advisors who understand the entrepreneurial mindset. So they're constantly approached by financial service providers, so they've developed filters for generic outreach. So fourth, the wealth often comes in waves, exit events, funding rounds, dividend distribution, which creates specific timing windows for engagement. So most wealth managers are using outdated prospecting methods designed for traditional high earners like doctors, lawyers, corporate execs. But entrepreneurs accumulate and deploy wealth differently. They need intelligence-based targeting, not demographic assumptions. So the solution is what I call AI-powered entrepreneurial intelligence. So instead of guessing which entrepreneurs might need management, we use artificial intelligence to identify specific individuals who've already had liquidity events, research the business success patterns, and craft approaches based on their entrepreneurial journey. So this system has 5 core components. So AI marketing intelligence that maps out recent exits, funding rounds, and wealth creation events across UK entrepreneurship. So individual research that creates detailed profiles of each entrepreneurial business history, investment patterns, and likely wealth planning needs. So verification systems that confirm asset levels and investability through multiple data sources. So we create a dynamic dashboard that prioritizes prospects by AUM and timing triggers. And finally, hyper-personalised outreach sequences that reference their specific business achievements. So we're using something called Perplexity to do this, which is, it's an LLM similar to ChatGPT and Claude or Grok if you're using any of those. Basically, what this does, it goes really deep into the internet, to the dark depths of the internet, pulls out a report. Obviously, we prompt it. We need to prompt it in the right way. I've got a really heavily engineered prompt in AI and these LLMs. It's all about the prompting. And the more detailed the prompt is, the better result it's going to kick back to you. So for this specific prompt, like I said, we're getting it to create an interactive report with interactive dashboards, charts and things. But the key kind of outcome that we're prompting the AI to do is to produce a database really of the top kind of the big fish, if you like. So we're deep sea fishing for the big fish, and we're using a sniper approach rather than like a blanket scalable mass marketing message. Power in this is, one, knowing exactly who we're hitting and why we're hitting them at that specific time. And so we've got a contact list. So we've got their LinkedIn URLs, we've got their emails, we've got the reasons why AI has picked these people out, the estimated net worth, their estimated funds. And like I say, it'll prioritize real big fish that we want to go after. And then also what it'll do, the real extra bit of power in this that just blows my mind, is that it creates an outreach sequence that's specifically tailored on the person, is personalised to a T. So it pulls all that in. So I actually did a search and asked AI how much a report like this would cost if I've commissioned one of the big 4 consulting firms. So it came back. I'll read it to you. I've got it on the screen now. It says, commission one of the big 4 consulting firms, Deloitte, PwC, EY, KPMG, would typically cost between 25 grand and 100 grand plus in the UK, with the most likely range for detailed data-driven and interactive report being between 40 and 80k. So it just blows my mind how we can get something as valuable as that produced in literally 10 minutes. Just to pre-frame, there is a bit of a cost involved in this. It's $20 a month to access the pro version of Perplexity, which you need to access labs. So for $20 and 10 minutes, it's just a beautiful time to be doing this kind of stuff and doing business with all this technology that we've got at our fingertips to leverage now. So yeah, what I'm going to do now then, I'll share my screen and I'll show you step by step process that we use to action this strategy and get this report pulled in and get these leads generated. If it also, just to just to mention, if anybody who wants this doing for them, I'm quite happy to get on a call and speak to you about your customer profile. If you've not got an ICP defined, I'll also help you do that on over a call. No cost for that that initial call. I'll help you define really detailed. Again, we use detailed prompts to help with that process. Bit of personalization to make it your own. And then if you've not got that done already, I'll help you with that, and then we'll dig in and get you a report like this built. And like I said, there's no cost for that. If you do need more help with that ongoing, then I can provide that. If not, you can go away with a really detailed list of leads that's worth 40 to 80k. If you want that, just comment labs below, or you can get in touch with me direct. My website is aiwealthpartners.co.uk. But yeah, like I said, I'll share the screen now and we'll dig into the prompt. Okay, so this is the prompt that we're going to use then. So as it says here, we're instructing the LLM what to do, basically. So we're saying we're experts conducting the research for private wealth intelligence analysis, a UK development strategist, and elite financial prospects and researchers. So that's kind of the context and the goal and the background of what we're instructing it to do. So I'm researching high net worth individuals in the UK. This is going to be an example for tech entrepreneurs and ideal prospects for a wealth management firm. The purpose is to generate a qualified list of 20 high net worth tech entrepreneurs with 1 mil plus in AUM, suitable for tailored outreach for a UK wealth manager. So it goes on. I'll read through the whole thing. You can pause the video and read it if you want. But core research, questions and hypothesis. Who are the UK-based H&W tech entrepreneurs with approximately 1 mil plus in AUM that UK wealth managers should target? And what is the optimal personalised outreach for the top 5? So we're going for liquidity events, desired output, ethical considerations. All data must be obtained through legal and publicly available sources. Do not scrape private data or violate terms of use. So we're asking it to structure a dashboard, stroke spreadsheet with individual process and outreach messages set for the top 5. So this is how we want it to produce the report. So visualization preferences. So we're getting it to pick out the name, the LinkedIn URL, the location, the sector industry, the business affiliation, recent user of exits, estimated AUM, net worth, public indicators, outreach message, top 5 only, target length, reach 100 to 200 words. So preferred writing format, Mackenzie style, blog post, sources of preferences, critical analysis parameters. So all we're doing is copy and pasting this into Perplexity. So when you come to Perplexity, you'd select that light bulb, paste that in, and then we'll press go on that. So it gives you the reasoning. So this is telling us exactly what it's doing. So to fill this research report request deeply, I will systematically identify and verify UK-based high net worth tech entrepreneurs with 1 mil plus in AUM by leveraging open source intelligence, UK business database, social media analysis, focusing on liquidity events, industry relevance, and online visibility. So it's searching these sources. It's saying it's got 7 minutes left. It's reading these 7 sources to begin with, telling us what it's doing next. I'm searching information for UK tech entrepreneurs, IPO exits, acquisitions, and net worth to understand the current landscape, successful startup founders, and the financial achievements in the UK. So it's searching these, and now it's reading these sources. Now searching for information on professional backgrounds and potential net worth of Rishi Kosha and Victor Ripabali, as well as details on wealth management strategies targeted to UK tech entrepreneurs. So it's digging into Rishi. So yeah, it's just, as I say, as you can see there, it's doing the work. So it's got 4 minutes left, so we'll come back to that in 4 minutes when it's completed. Okay, so it's now pulled in the report then. So we've got the executive summary. The comprehensive research initiative has successfully identified and profiled 20 high net worth UK tech entrepreneurs with a combined estimated assets under management exceeding 13.4 billion, representing a significant untapped market opportunity for specialised wealth management services. So it goes on. and it comes out with these charts. Brewdog, blockchain. So the AUM that's the top 10 UK tech entrepreneurs by AUM. Research objective and scope. Market analysis and key findings. Another chart here with UK tech entrepreneur distribution. So sticking into UK tech entrepreneurs by sector. So this is the proposal dashboard. So if we open that up. So it's got the age, primary score, tech entrepreneur, LinkedIn and email. So there's some more time in there, the best contact method, potential services, wealth indicators. And then it's coming up with the suggested outreach messages for each of these prospects. And we should have some research insights. So we can go into the assets and it doesn't seem to have produced the interactive dashboard. So this is the thing with AI, sometimes it doesn't get things right the first time, so we can just keep going back and forth with it. So say please create an interactive dashboard. So it's kind of way to work on that. Fortunately, it's going to take another 10 minutes, but 9 minutes. But like I say, this is the thing with AI. You've just got to keep going back and forth until you get what you want from it. So it's now produced the interactive dashboard. It's the beauty of doing things live. So you can download that as an asset, or you can just leverage it from here. So you say these are the top prospects it's pulled through. It's priority 10, priority 10, priority 10, 9, 9. So you can flick through the priority levels there. You just have the 10s, 7s. So you can start, and like I said, you can see here as well in terms of export that as a CSV file. So you can view the profile direct from here. It's got all the recent news. Revolut achieved 45 bill valuation in 2024, expanding into wealth management services. It's got its LinkedIn profile that you can access. It's got the estimated AUM there, the LinkedIn link, location, company. So it's got all the details there. And yeah, like I say, all the assets, in the conversation above, I've got the outreach and everything in there that we requested from it. So then we use a system which we can plug all that data into, a list of leads and the outreach messages in different steps, and then that will automate that process of that outreach. And if they don't respond to the first message, there's another one that goes out. It's like a sequence, a bit like an email campaign. So yeah, like I said, that's pretty much how we set this thing up. Like I said before, if anyone wants more information and want to arrange a call to get this a report done with them, you can apply for a call with myself, and we'll go into this and we'll have a good chat and get to learn more about you and your business, and yeah, create this report for you. Just comment the word labs below, or you can get in touch with me through my website. I'm on LinkedIn at Dan Reddish, and I've got some other videos on YouTube on AI Wealth Partners. So yeah, that's pretty much the demo done. I appreciate your time and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.